Hi, I've just gate crashed the party for a couple of minutes. We've just been on air with a candle making show with myself and Stephanie, and we had this. So you had the porringer, the big metal pouring jug, which we haven't got here, but the big metal pouring jug, and 24 of the votive candle holders for $39.99. We sold it out in the show. Stephanie was adamant before we got live that we had twice as many as were showing on the show. And we did, and we found them and they added them. So if you missed out on this in the last show, Shop Mix is going to get you this, your porringer. So you just melt your wax over water. Thank you, Sam. You also get your metal jug and you get 24 of these, Shop Mix, $39.99. I just wanted you to see that we've got some more. So if you missed out, Shop Mix will get that into your basket for you. Right, I'm going now. I'm going to go and grab some lunch before I'm back with Jamie. Have a nice show.
Thank you.
See you in a bit. Bye.
How about that? Isn't it good when they find some more? Because I knew when we saw this it would be really, really popular, and I'm so pleased that Mel has gate crashed the party and brought, so you know that that is available. So welcome, one and all. I've not changed my apron. Been running around. I fed Sam and me because we just needed to eat and on the go. We've got a download show for everybody. So thank you for joining us. I've got a brilliant team with me. We've got our lovely Rachel on camera. She's doing ever so well. Ever so well she is. Cracking she is. And then we've got our Sam doing my producing. She's waving at you. Evening.
Afternoon. Sorry.
She'd just fast forward. I thought, blooming heck, that were a short day. I wish it were always like that. So, well, they are actually. It really does go very fast when you come into this building. 1 minute, it's 7 o'clock, and then all of a sudden, it's 6 o'clock in the evening, and it's like, where did that day go? So welcome everybody to the Download Show. Thank you for joining me as always. We do have a spin the wheel. So type in the comments below. Spin. You don't win anything for me spinning round. Oh, don't ask me to do that again. Let me just hold on to this counter a minute. Oh, when it stops, I'm going to get off. So welcome everybody. You're going to be watching us, aren't you? Because you are there. I can see that you're all there, sat having your sandwiches and your soup and things. So on Facebook and Instagram. But we have our lovely new viewers watching us every hour now, and it's fabulous to have your company. Thank you for joining us, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. It's a lovely community and a family on here as well. So, how to watch us? Facebook and Instagram is where you are going to watch us probably primarily, but did you know you can watch us on your smart TVs on YouTube? Yes, you can. And then also on our website. So go along to highlightcrafts.com, go on to the live shopping that's streaming on there, and we are there live for you to watch. Now, it's a little bit different shopping on the website. As you're watching, down here on the right hand side of your screen, all the icons and what everything is down here in little boxes. Click on the one that you're wanting and press add to basket. Once that starts going into a basket, it's actually a little red shopping bag that appears on your screen. When you're ready for checking out, you click the shopping bag, log in and check out. However, when you're shopping with us on Facebook and Instagram, you're going to need some shop codes so you get the right ones, okay? So for this one, the first one is Shop Shape. We'll get you the tattered lace shaped cards download, volumes 1 to 4, okay? 1 to 4, it's $44.99. I'll flick through it in just a second. So you'll need to type in shop and then shape, okay? That goes into the comments. You then get a notification back from us that says thank you very much for shopping with us, and in there is a link. When you've actually popped all of the things that you're wanting to shop with by the end of the hour, or please do feel free to shop ahead if you want to. Log in, check out, go into one of those comments, click the link that is in the comments that we've sent you, and then that will take you straight across to our website. I don't know how it works, it's magic. onto the website, log in and check out. And for all our brilliant new people that are watching us, please become a highlighter. Join our lovely family and our club. It's free to do so, and you get all of the benefits for doing that. You get points, you get discounts, you get free shipping, over £35 spend. You get all sorts in there. Everything's on the website for you to read, so you know what is actually in there for you. So we're going to start the show. Have I covered everything, Sam? Yeah. This and that, and then we did. Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. You know, if I forget that, well, because I forget often, if there's something that you think, hold on a minute, just wave at me. Okay, so we're going to go on to these. This is the first one. Now, seeing this like this, I originally bought these way back when they were brought out and produced in digital format. And this is when we were across at iHub. I remember working on these cards. So I bought these in a physical USB state, okay? I think there was something like $69.99 at the time. So I've got all of these, and I've got a sad face because you're getting all four for $49.99, and I bought each individual one for $69.99. So it's a digital download. So once you pop this into your basket and then you check out, you actually get an email from us, okay, which is really cool. Get an email, open the email, and the link for the download is in that email. So the fact that it's a digital show and it's got all the downloads, it's instant crafting for you all, which is just amazing, okay? You don't have to wait for the happy post. You can be crafting with this as soon as you download it, which is brilliant. So this is your SVG Tattered Lace download shop shape. It gets you volume 1 to 4. Now, on the front of these, you've got a small taster of what you're getting. Now, I remember back when these were dies. These were actually huge dies. Do you remember these, Sam? These great big word dies, wedding and baby. Because when we were at the iHub, we had a whole wall in the warehouse that was huge that we used to keep all the samples in, okay? And Sam used to look after them. Oh, it's one of the things that she used to do over there. So these were originally huge dies, but now you've got them in an SVG form, they can be even bigger. If you've got a 12 by 24 mat for your scan and cut, you could have this as a huge card for everything that you've got on here. Remember, the versatility with the scan and cut is immense. So that is your first one, volume number 1. We've got the shape. This was a lovely. So you link these together and it makes a concertina card. You've got your Art Deco, you've got your box. That's a whole box that you've got there. This one was, let me think, it was a shoe, I think. So all of these in here. Look at how many flowers and things that your machine's going to be cutting out for you. I loved this. This was another one that I adored because it was a cup when he folded it in half. So we've got Father's Day coming up, so that would be a good one. Moving on to volume 2. Again, I love that we're bringing you some of the Art Deco in here. You've got your door frames, etc. But again, this is about the shaped cards. I remember the jigsaw puzzles very well. You've got your alphabets in here as well, and these are linked, so they slot in. You've got some beautiful shaped cards, more boxes. That ornate gate is just stunning. Imagine these two frames, these picture frames, and you get the stand that goes at the back as well to stand them up. Imagine that, getting your acetate and your Cadence mirror spray and actually making them into mirrors would look beautiful. That's volume number 2. Volume number 3, again, oh, I love all of these. I'm just trying to, that's it. This one is all your slider cards, okay, penny sliders on that one, and they've got fireworks and all sorts on there, or the bowling pins, etc. Another door, more boxes, more frames. That is a lovely one. That's an envelope. I love that you've got the envelope. Again, all of this, so this is set number 3, lots and lots of shape cards. And then when we go on to set number 4, okay, all of this, that is gorgeous. So you've got that beautiful snow globe, but it's actually one that's got a little mechanical bird inside, so it's like a music box. Beautiful. Another one of those frames with the back on there as well. Look at this one. You've got the duo frame, so you've got two frames together there that could be a wedding frame, or again turn it in one side into a mirror, and the other one you can have it where you hang your earrings and things on. Absolutely gorgeous. So all of that, volumes 1 to 4, $49.99, guys. That is just an exceptional saving, isn't it? Actually, Sam, can you bring up the calculator, please? Do this to her every time. $69.99 times 4 is $279.96. So that's what I paid for all of this. $279.96 in a physical USB form. You are, so now take off $49.99. Oh. $49.99. $229.97 is what you're saving from actually having them what they were originally. Wowzers. Wowzers, that's a huge saving, isn't it? I'd definitely be going for the $49.99. Now, the prices that I'm going to be bringing you and giving you on the show are before, if you are members, your discount. So that's going to come down even more once you check out, which is just phenomenal. Isn't that brilliant? So you get in 50, let's say it's £50 for 4. So what are they? £12.50 per download, per collection that is on there. Okay. You know where you're getting your bargain there, don't you? Now we're moving on to some beautiful rice papers. Now, I had these with me yesterday, falling in love with them. We did have the physical ones, but I'm not sure whether they've sold through. But we've brought you the download, because the download is always going to be available. So we have got Shop Floral Abundance rice paper download. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely fell in love with these when I did the rice papers yesterday. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blooms on here. So, and also you've got some butterflies, etc. Big bloom pieces as well, and the really little tiny ditsy ones. But just because we've called them the rice papers doesn't mean that you've got to print them onto rice paper. Absolutely not. You can do this onto any printable that you've got, and we've got lots of printables on the show. Okay, so that's the Floral Abundance. Then I'm going to share with you the Floral Serenade. This is a little bit darker colourway or tone. Okay, this one's a bit more pastel. This one's going into your darker tones. Now, I do know from yesterday's show that there is Rachel's favourite, that one. This group here is kind of where I'm going. And this one, I love these. But the print quality on these, they actually look 3D. It's just outstanding, the print quality that we can get on imagery nowadays. It's beautiful. So that one is Shop Serenade A4. It's a JPEG only, okay? So in the studio, Floral Serenade, it's a rice pet, $10.99. So $10.99 Shop Floral, which is the first one. $10.99 for your Serenade, Shop Serenade for that one. Now, I have got these on the computer. Sorry, Sam, sorry. I think if you've got the rice papers, you need the rice papers. Okay, I'm just going to bring this in quickly right now, right at the beginning. 20 printable rice papers. There are Craftmaster rice papers, $12.99. Okay, so if you are going for your rice paper style download, this is the way to go to actually have your printable rice paper at home. Okay. Just needed to throw that in because I don't want you to sat there thinking, well, it's all right having that, but I've got nothing to print it on. You have, because we've got lots of printables behind me. Now, moving on a little bit, I have got the downloads for these on the laptop for Mycroft Studio. So we're going to have a little bit of investigation through what we're going to be doing. Remember, everybody, type in spin for the chance to win. I don't know what we're winning yet. We'll spin it and find out. Sam's smiling at me. I'm a poet. You didn't know it, did you? So this is Into the Hamlet. Now, this is Shop Hamlet. It's the 2 Red Robins, Into the Hamlet, SVG, and Minecraft Studio bundle. Everything for $24.99. Okay, now I want to put it a little bit into perspective when we talk about the SVG cutting files. Now, I already know out there on their social media platforms and everywhere, you can purchase SVG files. Everywhere they are. Okay, generally they're £1-ish, maybe a little bit less, maybe more, depends on whether you go for a collection. But what I've been seeing, or majority of the time that I see, you don't get a lined detail. A lot of the time, they're silhouettes. However, here at Highlight Crafts, when we've done an actual die set, we then turn that into an SVG file collection. Okay, so once it's been a die collection, we turn it into an SVG file collection, and we don't just give you the silhouette dies, we don't just give you the outside edges, you get all the detail die SVGs as well as giving it you in 3 different sizes just to get you started. Okay, so you'll always get an original, you will always then get 2 additional sizes, so whether that be large and extra large or large and small, depends on the tolerances of the die itself, how they then make it. But you don't just get the 3 sizes, you get those 3 sizes and you get them as a reverse. So whatever they were originally, we flip it and give it you the reverse reflection. So if you like working with symmetry, you've got that option there for you as well. Again, remember, this is in 3 sizes, and then we give you the decoupage where it's applicable. Okay, decoupage on everything, all 3 sizes, and the reverse reflection you get decoupage with. But you're going to say, yeah, but how do I colour it all in? You don't have to, because we give you the artwork as well. So therein why, when we give you a download for the SVG files, it's not just a particular cutting file. You get everything and more that was with that collection, which is phenomenal, including all of the artwork that matches it. So that is what you're getting here. This is Into the Hamlet. You are going to get your cottages. So you're getting all 3 of your cottages. You're going to get your petals and posies, which are just beautiful. So you've got all your florals and your little birds. You've got your garden of colour. So you've got more florals and your beautiful little butterflies. Happy Bird Day. See what we did there? Bit of a play on words. So you get your bird, and this is lovely because you've got them sat in a basket or sat in a nest. They really are lovely. And then you get in over the fence, and you get the matte layer as well, so you can create a solid, so that's your card blank, and then build up from there. All of that as it is, 3 sizes, reverse reflection, decoupage and artwork. So that is the start of what you're getting. In addition to that, you're also going to get this little lot here. Let me start from there. These are your Minecraft Studio files. In your Minecraft Studio, you've got your icons and images. So all of those details that you've just seen before, all of this, see what I mean about that beautiful basket? Isn't that just exquisite? Absolutely love this. All the butterflies, the little birds, all those images and icons. Then you get the digi-stamps that go with them. So whether you want to draw these as well, if you want to colour them in, it'd be beautiful. So those are all your digi-stamps. You do also get all of the colourways of the die set, the actual die collection in their reflection. So that is all of those. And then to finish off at the end, you get 8 different textured coloured cardstock as well. All of that is coming to you, SVG files and the Minecraft Studio Shop Hamlet for $24.99. That is a cracking bargain, absolutely incredible. And because it's digital, you buy it, you check out, you get your email, you download it, and you're working with it instantly, which is wonderful. The next one I'm going to share with you is in the studio, Hopkins Heritage, and this is your Minecraft Studio download. I have to say I fell in love with these characters, and I think some of the imagery in this one is got to be some of my favourite that we've ever done before. That's quite a big statement. So this is £15 and it's a full Minecraft Studio download. So that is the front one, giving you a little bit of a taste of where we're going. Obviously Easter is upon us. So this, actually, you could still get this in plenty of time. You could have it this afternoon or within the next hour and start working with this straight away. There you have the papers. This is what I mean. I fell in love with this imagery. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? Look how soft these rice paper feel of these papers here are. Aren't they stunning? You've got a beautiful vintage feel to the artwork. Then we move on to the actual ditzy papers with the icons of all the elements on there as well. We include the characters. Aren't they beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Then we go on to the icons and imagery. That has got to be one of my favourites. I love that. Icons and imagery. Let's keep going. All your peonies. All of this is for £15. And, oh, look. I just love him. His little walking stick. Oh, bless. Isn't he adorable? And oh, now, see what I mean? This artwork is just gorgeous. Lay this in the front of this house. Put him in front of this house. It really doesn't take very much for you to be able to be creating with this at home. Such exquisite little look. Isn't he happy? I think he's found his eggs. I'm sure he's going to tell everybody definitely found his eggs. Aren't they beautiful? Really, it's got that poetic feel to it, hasn't it? The old artwork. And then you also get some sentiments in here as well. It's your day, which is brilliant. Congratulations, new home to someone special, just for you on your special day. All of this is coming to you. And I love that we've given you the different fonts as well. Then you get in all of this. And I've not finished yet. These are your textured papers, okay? Beautiful mottled. So I'm going to keep going. All of this colourway. So you've got a full rainbow. Look how much of a rainbow you've got. And then it doesn't end there because we're actually going to give you card toppers. This gives you the opportunity of doing quick and easy, simple cards. Click, print and go. How easy is that? And we've even done it that you've got a sentiment or it's blank for you to put whatever sentiment you may like in there. Aren't they stunning? Absolutely gorgeous. So that one, including your blank frames if you want to, that would be lovely for your own, doing your own pictures, printing them off and using them around your own imagery at home. All of that, £15. £15. That's just a bit amazing. Is it me or has that time just gone? Somebody just fast forward the clock?
Yeah, 20 minutes.
Hold on a minute. Somebody get that. Can we just turn the time back a little bit? Now, the next one we're going to go down to is download. Shop download. Again, I've got some on the floor. I don't know if I need that label. If I find a missing label, just tell me it's stuck on my foot. So we've got shop download. This is your Craftmaster Vintage Rose SVG and MCS download. So again, it's both. £24.98. You are getting your SVG files, the book, the rose, which are the bloom heads and the leaves, again, in every way that I've already told you about. Then you're also getting this, but this is your vintage rose collection. Look at that. Again, one of my favourites. I definitely, the Hopkins Heritage and this one is beautiful because when I take you through this, it's the stuff that you're going to be able to create. So all of the colourways, images and icons, all this beautiful foliage, because to me sometimes the foliage is more important than the bloom because you can really create fabulous structure. You also get all of this. All of these postcard elements, all of your tags. Look at all these pieces. It's a whole boatload of ephemera. Old photo, what were they called? Polaroids. Even, and I love that you've got this stack with those little, I've got a photo album of my dad's when he was in the army and his photos are actually stuck in with these. So all of this detail is in there, all your backing papers, old letters. It's already got the foxing on there, so it looks like it's already old and worn. Then you get in all of these. These are your overlays, so you can actually see through these, okay? Again, digi-stamps galore, everything that you've seen previously. And this is a whole collection coming to you, not only as your SVGs that you've seen, but also as your Minecraft Studio download. Look at all this. Then you also get all of the colorways for your dies, if you got the die collection, with all the pages for your books, and also the leaves. The leaves again, all these beautiful leaves in different tones, because it's not just one tonal. You've got a whole year load on here, taking you through the seasons. And then just look at this. Look at the papers that you've got here. You've got the crumpled, they're almost like the really weathered vintage, real vintage feel, which is what is in the title, Vintage Rose. One of my favourites. That, with the SVG file, is all coming to you for $24.98. Absolutely amazing. Now, don't forget you need your printables. So some of the printables that we've got on here is Shop Rice. That's the one that's on the 4. $12.99, 20 sheets of rice paper, Craftmaster rice paper, brilliant. Now we've got our clear PET, which is our plastic printable sheets. Again, 6 sheets for $12.99, and we've got our printable acetate as well for $14.99. Now, something that I haven't seen yet before is this one. I'm going to open up this box. I love that we're bringing you papers that are in boxes like this, because it really does mean it's lovely to get it in the post and it not all be crushed and bent on the corners, but also that you've got storage and it looks after what you've actually got. Shop paper, 170 GSM papers for your decoupage. So if you like that lovely lighter weight paper for your decoupage, this is the way to go, and it's gorgeous. So again, 100 sheets, $12.99, guys. We do have the Posh on the show. So Shop Posh on here, your card and tape, $29.99. It's a 4.5 kilo box of just gorgeous, gorgeous cardstock. 20 sheets of each, solid core. That red is just beautiful, with 9 rolls, and it is 9 rolls. There's 3 in each of these. So you get 1 inch, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch in here, double-sided tape. So there's 9 rolls in total. Each roll contains 28 meters. That's a lot of tape for you to be playing with, and it's one of our favorites. We're all using it on our desks. So now we're going to go on to other printables. Now, when you've got all of these, you're going to need something to put it onto. So what places? Shop Premium. This is our 250 GSM premium pure print. Okay, this one is for all your printables, absolutely every day of the week. It's for your dies, etc., but don't put this one on your mats for your scan and cut, because it likes to stick to it. Okay, or this one isn't for your alcohol inks, for your markers for colouring on. That is the next set of cardstock. So we've got the 250. So Shop Premium for the 250. Shop Pure gets you the Craftmaster Pure Premium Pure 140 GSM, $12.99. Is that the one that we've just recently had back in stock?
The 140, yeah.
Yes. And then in addition to that, you've got your Shop 50, which is your 250 pure print, okay? That is $10.99, and Shop 40 is your 140 GSM. Now that is the one for your scan and cut for all your SVG files, and you can use your blending alcohol inks and things like that on that one. So let's go to the PC. Hello everybody, good afternoon. I love it when you all come along and join me. Hello, what have we got here? Who have we got? Karen, Susan, Anne, Avril, Tracy, Lynn, Amanda. Thank you everybody. I love that you're all here. I do. Oh, this is amazing. Some of you are just waiting for some of your deliveries that you've actually purchased already. I want to go over to the PC. I've got Snoop Dogg plugged in. This is Snoop Dogg. Look, it's even got his name on. Okay, so that is where we download everything onto here. It's just so we can find it on here. So we're going to go on here, glasses on. So, oh, there we are. So we've got heritage. Where would you like me to go, Sam? Shall we go to the rice papers first and do a quick flick through of these? Come on. It's bear with. Oh, it's a bit slow, Sam. It says, hold your horses. Hey! So, look, these are your rice papers. These are some of my favourites. So I'm going to bring them on. Look. Oh, my goodness. Look at these, everybody. Just look what you could be working with. This is just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. There was one that I had yesterday. There it is. That was a favourite. I love the black and grey, well, the grayscale in the background, and then you have got this pop of colour with the butterflies in the foreground. Now, this one is your floral... You've got Floral Serenade and you have got Floral Abundance, okay? So they're both $10.99. $10.99 for all of this. Isn't it just amazing? Let's have another. Oh, that's a nice softer tone. Let's go a bit further down. What's the blue? Oh, you see, that to me, I'd want that on my wall. I'd want that as that is beautiful, isn't it? As a wallpaper, absolutely gorgeous. So that is your Abundance. Now let's go into Serenade. Now, like I suggested, these are your darker florals, okay? I don't mean like as in dark, but you've got, look, can you see? I'm hoping at home you can see that print is 3D. Are you getting that on the screen, Sam? Because that is just something else, isn't it? Look, they look like they are 3D images. Aren't they spectacular? Look at that. Looks like you could actually reach in and pick them off the sheet. These are your incredible Floral Serenade, $10.99. Oh, let's have a look at some more. Goodness me, I love these. Absolutely. Look at that. That is another one. This looks like it's actually just a plaster. It doesn't look like it's printed. It looks like it's a mould on here. Oh, another favourite. Oh, look. That's going to look incredible. And so these really, if you're in David's club, Mel's club, Stephanie's club, doesn't matter whose club that you're in, aren't these going to be stunning for your projects, especially with the Cadence stuff that David's going to be bringing you, because we all know Cadence loves David. Well, they probably do, but David loves Cadence. The rice papers are going to, I know these are going to feature really heavily in the stuff that David's going to be doing because they're his style. He loves this collection. So I know that if you haven't already got this, I would definitely go for these downloads and also put in your rice paper. So Shop Rice gets you 20 sheets, $12.99 for those. That is a must-have. If nothing else on the show and you're on the Cadence journey, those three. So you want Shop Floral, Shop Serenade and Shop Rice in your baskets, and that will be there for you to go along on that journey with David when he comes back off his hollybobs, which isn't very long. It's just around the corner. Let me just have another little look at some of these colours that we've got on here. Oh, I like that one. That's, do you know, I can't choose. Oh, I think I've just found my favourite. That's a bit special, isn't it? Oh, wow. Love that. Right, so where would you like me to go now, Arsam?
You want to go to the Hamlet?
Hamlet. Let's go to the Hamlet. Yes, here we are. Into the Hamlet, in here. Do you know what, guys? I'm doing a lot of learning just recently. Lots of learning. Now, I know we all say that we're not very computer savvy or we don't like technology, but I'm beginning to like technology. because it's actually working for me. When it all goes wrong, I'll throw my teddy out my basket and not be very happy. But at the moment, I found all of these and put them on here all by myself. I know I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for doing that. Normally, I have no idea, but I've gone on a very steep learning curve just recently. Oh, my glasses match your hair. Yeah, almost, yeah. Wow, I've just realised that. So in here, sorry? Yes, I will. So we've got Digistamps, reflections, scene building and textures. Now this, remember I showed you all of these over at the table. Look at all of this that you've got to work with. Then you've got your reflections. So those are yours that you print off, just like you do to work with your dies. Then you've also got your scene building. I love these textures. Look at this. I love that you've got that wooden, you know, we used to have to get a texture like that rather than it being printed, we'd have to have an embossing folder and ink pads and everything. Isn't it amazing that we can just run it through the printer and just have a background just like that instead of getting the embossing folder out? I know I still have them and I do love them, but how quick and easy is it to be able to build like this? Love this. Then we're going to go to probably the most important bit is the scene building. Now this is where you've got all of those images and icons. If I go all the way down here, look at all of this that you've got to work with. Aren't they just beautiful? And again, you've got your fence. So I'm just going to select all, remove everything off of there. I'm just going to come out a little bit. How do I do that, Sam? Scroll my mouse to the bottom. That's not doing that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I can still work. It's all right. Pop that on there. Look, we've even got our fences. Aren't these amazing? Now, something that you haven't got if you're not working with your Minecraft Studio is on here. One of my favourite things is I'm going to bring on this butterfly. Okay, I'm going to overlap it. I like to overlap it a little bit because that's how a piece of paper would be. Now, you can't do this with your die. Well, you can, it'll take you forever. But look at this. I'm going to tile. I'm going to press tile. I'm going to grab hold of this and I'm going to go like that. And I've just made a backing paper. How cool is that? Do you like that, Rachel? That's good. Have you seen them do that before? No, that's cool, isn't it? Let's go into effects and let's change the opacity so we can take it and fade it down. So we're making rice papers now. Or we can change the contrast, okay, which again is amazing. So if you wanted to cut out lots of butterflies for this, you could take it all the way down, print that out and have your scan and cut all of those out for you, which again is amazing. Let's add a little bit of colour. Here we are, look. So we've got a saturation, so we can change that, okay? But then we've got our colour hue. So now I have got, are you watching that number on the side? I've got 360 different colours of that paper that I've just made, okay? All of that, through all of that, I've got all of those colourways I can work with. And I can do that with any of the icons and imagery that is on here, which is a real favourite thing to do. Again, you've got flowers on here and we're still only working in Into the Hamlet. All of them, I just love these. But again, Minecraft Studio means you can have a really big flower if you want to, and then bring them down. You can make your bouquets, adding in your different colours, all of these things. You can rotate by moving them round and start building. Let's make a little posy. I'm going to send that to order. I'm going to send backwards or send it to the back. Let's send it to the back. Order, send to back. There we go. I'm going to highlight all of that and move it down here. So now we can make a lovely little posy. Let's add in some of the greenery. And how quick is this? So all you've got to think about is when you're doing this, all you're working with are die cuts, okay? It's just that instead of picking them up with your hand, what you're doing, I'm going to send that to the back as well, is working with it as your mouse. So your mouse is going over here with all these unlimited die cuts, and I can build this lovely little posy. Isn't it quick to do? Okay, so on this one, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger, rotate it round and add it in here. Aren't they just delightful things to work with? Absolutely love this. Then let's have another little look about who else have we got on here? Oh, look. Oh, I'm going to get that one. There he is. Bring that. Sit that in here. This box is in the way. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Tuck that in there, and we've got a lovely little robin topping off our little bouquet that we've made on there. Isn't it gorgeous? Now I want to go into heritage. Am I all right going into heritage for you, Sam?
Yeah.
Now in heritage, my goodness, this is where it's just a huge, absolutely huge amount of stuff in here for you. You've got your papers and patterns, your scene building, your sentiments. You've got a square image. You've got your textures, toppers. These two, these are what we work with here. So let's go into your pattern papers. Inside your pattern papers, oh my goodness, everybody. Look at these. Now these are just exquisite. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that with all the paper in the background. One of my favourites is there. Oh, his Sticky Mouse there, look, Sam. And look at the detail that they've gone to. He's near water and his reflection is in the water. Isn't that just simply stunning? But then these are your backgrounds. So let me delete everything on here. Delete all. I'm going to bring on more of a lesser pattern like this, and then bring on this one, and it's an overlay. Now just look, I've just made my own rice paper. Go into effects and take down the opacity like so and fade it into the background. Isn't that just beautiful? Let's go back to the files, and I want to find an additional overlay. What does that? That's lovely. I'm going to build on making another rice paper. So I'm going to go back into effects, drop the opacity down on that as well. Oh, no, I want to go into faded edges. So let's fade the edges in a little bit. Look how it takes out the colourway on here as well. So that's our faded edges. Go back into our files. And if I drop down here, we can then go into, let's go into Hamlet. And I want to go into my scene building. Now I can start bringing in all of these other elements, and I think somewhere, am I in the right one? I am, aren't I? Am I in the right? Yes, Hamlet. Is it Hamlet or am I in heritage? Where should I be? No, Hamlet. I am in the right one, aren't I? Hopkins Heritage. I've mixed both of them up. Well, it doesn't matter really that I'm in there. That's better. So I've pinched a little bit from somewhere else now. So let's go into scene building. And oh, this is what I wanted. There we are, look. Look. Can you imagine just being able to print something off like this? That must be the most delightful thing ever. I can even bring in more blooms if I want to and alter it round. Aren't they stunning? I'm just going to delete that one. A little bit further down, let's just wait. Oh, here he is. I'm going to bring him in and sit him in there. Aren't they ridiculously easy to work with? Again, let's get rid of all of that. I'm going to bring in my little house. I'm going to bring in this piece here, put that in front of my house. So I've got my little garden, and then I'm going to go with my lovely little character. I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. So he is here. How easy is this to do this? Isn't this ridiculously easy? Drop that down, and I'm going to sit him in there. That is a card from made in about 4 clicks. Just like that. Isn't that just incredible? So do you want me to go anywhere else, Sam?
You want to do the Hopkins?
Hopkins, I thought we'd just been in there. We've been in them all, haven't we?
Vintage Rose?
Vintage Rose. Yes. Just a minute. Okay, I knew there was another one that I'd put on here. Okay, so I've done that. You have to bear with me. You know earlier on when I said I was really pleased with myself? I've got to find it. Tell me, shout stop when I see it. Do I go, let's go this way.
Yeah, click on Snoop Dogg.
There it's, look, it's there. Right, this is your Vintage Rose, okay, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to leave him where he is, okay, and I'm going to go into here. Now in here we have got our backing papers, our digi-stamps, florals, images and reflections. So I'm going to go into the florals, okay, in here. Look here, we've got our roses. Okay, I'm going to work with this and work with it within what I've already got on here to show you how absolutely beautiful everything works together. Because all the artwork, this beautiful pastel shade that we've got on here is just gorgeous. Take that one a little bit smaller and sit that one there. Then I want some of these foliage. So I'm going to sit this here. And order, centre back, oh, and then order, bring forwards. You keep clicking on it, sometimes the order, oh dear, undo. See, it's never only a click away, it's only ever a click away to change it. Make that one a little bit smaller. Let's bring in some more florals. I just think working with all, don't they work beautifully together? You can't say any other, look at them. So, oh, I've lost a character. Where did he go? Made myself laugh. I could see with his feet. Oh dear, he went round the back. Bless him. His tradesman's entrance is in the back of the building. Oh, bless him. I'm sorry, little mouse, little rabbit. There we go. Aren't these lovely? Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? Now, one of the ones that I want to show you is, if we go into here, into the images. I think I'm clicking a bit quick for it, aren't I? Sam. She's laughing at me. Have I broked it, Sam? I broked it, haven't I? Sam's coming to the rescue. See, have I? Oh, right.
I think it's crashed.
I broke it. Sam, I broke it. See, this is technology is amazing. Amazing technology. I broke it.
I think you broke it.
I have. Oh, don't tell me that. I haven't really, have I? I haven't really. Hamlet. That's it, in there. Oh, whew.
There you go.
Thank you.
Try it again.
Try it again. Oh. So what did you do? Just switch it all off and switched it back on again?
Crashed, so just get rid of
Standard. Switch it off, switch it on. Switch it off, switch it on. Whew. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me, Sam. Oh, bless her. Oh, now look, you're talking now. So all of this is still in that vintage. Vintage Rose just gets you some of the most amazing images. So back into here. Now, yay! It works! Don't take much. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Okay, little snippets. So when you've got your book, which is this here, let me just have this one, bring this one here. I want this at the front. I'm just going to turn that round like that, and then order, bring to front, and I can actually make that fit onto my book page like that. How lovely is that? That is just something just very, very amazing to be able to create like this. Aren't they stunning? And I've got my little tags. Put a little tag on here as well. Put my little tag on there. I'm just going to rotate it slightly. Only reason I'm rotating it is because of the where the book page is. Oh, let's do this. What's that one say? Oh, that says airmail. So I'm just going to shrink that down and tuck that on there. I'm building myself this lovely little book page. Again, click on there, make that one a lot smaller so I can put that on that one, and I can have my little stash of little paper ephemera on there. I'm going to spin that round like that and lay that on there. Just playing and working with all of these. Isn't it just lovely? Oh, that's super cute. Now, again, you can actually use your own imagery on here as well. So if you want to, and I love the fact that we've already cropped it out as if it was overlaid, add in your own photographs. You absolutely can add in your own images or your own photographs into this. How lovely would that be? To be able to create like this and then put your own pictures within these images and your icons. I think that is super, super cute. So if we go all the way down to the bottom, you have got 70 of these to play with. There's 77 images for you to have a go with. Your backing papers are absolutely exquisite. These are then your florals. Even then bringing in your beautiful florals into here and building up your designs. Aren't they just amazing? That is one of the ones that I could actually, that one and the Hopkins Heritage, the backing papers in both of them absolutely shout to be rice papered. To create your imagery and make them into rice papers, it just has to be. Excuse me. Now, going back to the beginning of the show, our lovely Mel, bless her, came running in with all this stuff and we didn't quite know what was happening. Now, they did, was it candle making?
Yeah.
They've got a candle making hour with a H. And they had this set on there, okay? Now, it was suggested that it had all gone. Stephanie kind of said that she knows that there is a little bit more and it was found, okay? And we don't want you to miss out on this at all. So this one is Shop Mix. It's $39.99. You're going to get this little gizmo and you're going to go, oh, what is that? It's brilliant. So you get the lovely glass lid. It's absolute super quality. And it's got that little dome on the bottom. So then you put your water in the base of this saucepan, fits in there onto the lid and it's suspended above the water. Then you put your candle wax in here, pop your lid on and melt it, and it's a really gentle way of melting. And then you've got your big metal pouring. I'm going to say that's got to be more than a litre, hasn't it? Or is it a litre? That's huge. More than a litre, isn't it? That's massive. And in addition to that, 24 pieces of glassware to make your candles with to get you started. Okay? All of that, $39.99, which is an incredible bargain. Okay? Love this.
Should we draw a winner?
We're going to draw a winner. Is it that time already?
Yeah.
Run out of words. I even brought my drink in. I didn't get to have a drink, my little drink. So have you drawn one? Have you drawn one? Drew one?
Peaky, if I said it right.
Who?
Avril Peaky.
Avril Peaky. You are a winner. So we're going to do a spin. Sam, come and spin. Yeah, come on. Sam's spinning. No, Sam isn't spinning. Sam's going to spin.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Number 2.
Number 2, 150 points. There you go. Avril, just give us a little message to help at I Like Crafts to say that you've just won on this hour, which was 12 o'clock. You're on the 12 o'clock show. You won 150 points, and that will go on to your account. Thank you, everybody. Do you know, every single one of you is an absolute joy to have your company. The fact that you stay with us, have a really safe and happy weekend, whatever it is that you're getting up to, and stay with us because our lovely Jamie and Mel is just through there. So we'll see you all again soon. Check out your baskets.